Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to a very exciting episode on USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan and I'm going to present to you my version of Talking Heads for this week. Right, okay, so what we're going to do today for the topic is I felt with all the craziness that's going on around this world at the moment, a lot of people are asking the question, who am I and who am I to you? For today's topic, we are going to discuss, I'm going to share with you, who am I to you? It kind of brings a pause, doesn't it? Hey, who am I? But who am I to you? It's very relevant these days because the Earth, she's a planetary being and she's going through her transition, meaning she is changing from the 3D, and the 3D matrix is of limitation, is power, greed, and control, conglomerate. And what it is the breaking down of the conglomerate, the breaking down of the greed and the control to where things are not making sense anymore. And it's almost everything needs to be clear. Everything needs to be brought up to the surface. So now more than ever, we are in the year 2023, going out of 2023. Now let's rewind back a little bit. In 2012 was actually when the golden age began. And what I mean by the golden age is that the actual energy arrived in the Earth's atmosphere, but it didn't actually hit humanity as a whole. It reached and awakened those people who are called the first wavers. The first wavers are the ones that have agreed to be light workers, have agreed to be leaders, have agreed to learn to ascend, to learn to be raised out of duality. And duality is a 3D collective consciousness on a lower vibration of good and evil. It's the opposites, good and evil. When you start to go within your heart, so the first wavers, that was including myself as well, because I woke up in 2012. And everyone is connected in different ways, whether it's angels or guardians or signs or synchronicities. It's almost they wake up. And when you wake up, nothing seems to make sense anymore. So the world is carrying on as normal. And at that time, 2012, The world wasn't as chaotic and full of fear as what it is now. Or maybe it was, but the fear wasn't brought up to the surface where everyone is hearing about all the masks are down and everything is all coming up to clear. In 2012, all this was going on, but it was hidden. And therefore, when the first wavers had to wake up, they had to wake up and deal with, including myself, we had to deal with our karmic. We had to deal with our shadows. But we didn't have the world in chaos as it is now. So it's almost like we got kind of, we had to learn this so that we need to help and prepare the second wavers, which are happening now, the second new wavers. And there's going to be the third as well. So what's happening right now is the second new wavers are now waking up and saying, who am I? Who am I to you? My life doesn't make sense anymore. Now, because the first wavers have already woken up, but are still getting triggered, light workers are still getting triggered, and their shadows are getting triggered, they're having to be just as strong. So where these first wavers think, oh, you know, I've worked on myself. I've worked on myself. Therefore, I don't need to, I can just help people. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. You still have to work on yourself. Even though you woke up in 2012, you still will be triggered. The reason why you still will be triggered is because the masks are falling and the fear is rising. And the whole point of control and manipulation is about living from a fear-based, low vibrational life. So we have to wake up from that. So now more than ever, people are now saying, who am I? Who am I to you? Where normally they would have been able to just kind of swallow it, just put it aside. Because we're in this cleansing and purification time, Mother Earth, planet Earth, everything is being pushed out from the bowels of Earth, out from everything that's hidden, any shadows. Light is coming in and lighting it up. Spotlight the light within. So the light is coming in, and no matter how much this darkness is hiding, they can't hide, not anymore, because all the light now is here on Earth. There is no more light to come in. It's all condensed now. It is up to us as human collective consciousness to wake up, to live from a heart center, to have compassion, to actually question your life. Who am I to you? So who am I to you? Let's take, for example, you've got your friend and you're always going out with your friend and she's always choosing the place to go. She's always choosing, maybe even the meal. She's choosing everything, but you let her. You let her. You think, oh, it's okay. You do it. You do it. Then suddenly you decide, you know what? I'm going to choose what we're going to eat. And your friend turns around and say, wait a minute, that's my job. I do that. So then your friend feels offended because you have never stopped her. She's always taken the lead, and you have allowed her to take the lead. So what would be nice is for you to acknowledge to your friend, hey, it's really nice that I know that I've relied on you and everything, and I really love you for helping me to decide and to guide me. But you know what? I think I'm going to try this one on my own. Now, it depends where your friend's energy is. If it's where she's used to being the leader, she's used to taking the decision, being the decision maker. If she has some compassion, she will say, okay, why not? Yeah, come on, I'm always deciding, so why not you? Yeah, you try it for a change. Yeah. And then suddenly you're on, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? She said, yeah, go ahead, I'm giving you permission. What do I do? I'm scared. When you decide to take the lead, you have to be sure it's right for you to take the lead. So what would be good is for you to do some little role play with yourself and do some practicing, or practicing with a friend or something. Or you just pretend that you are your friend and you are you as well. And it will prepare you, because who am I to you is exactly how you are with your friend or that situation or that event. If you continue to allow someone else to be the lead, it's okay, it's a fair balance. But if you start to feel, I'm begrudging this. Well, what right have you to begrudge this? You let it happen. So it has to be handled. You've got to practice it first. Don't go in there like what they say, a bull in a china shop, and go in and crash and everything goes crazy and pottery's broken and whoa, what a mess. No. Don't do that. Practice and almost keep saying affirmations to yourself. I can do this. I am this. And keep visualizing yourself talking to your friend. Because who am I to you is how you act. It's coming from the mirror within you. So your friend is there to mirror your insecurities, so you deal with them. But if you don't deal with them, then you will end up losing your friend, because there'll be a misunderstanding and conflict, and the lesson will deepen, and you'll get someone else will come along with an even more intense lesson relating to that certain lesson, whether it's a lesson of leadership, lesson of decision making. So you need to start to follow your own decision. You have to do this today, from today, in today's world, right now, because if all masks are down and we are meant to be our true, authentic self, how can we be our true, authentic self when we keep having our decisions made for us, when we keep having our life made for us by our outside reality? More than ever, people are going to start to wake up to their selves, because the greatest guru you honestly can have is when you're in tune with your true self, your higher self. But you have to be careful. You know why? Because sometimes we can be guided, shall we say, misguided by our ego. Because we have what we call in our mind, the mind decides what we are going to feel. Whereas the heart, it's true, it's authentic, it's real. So when people say, oh, I like the feeling of this, I like the feeling of falling in love, I like the feeling is coming from your mind. I love. So you can have, I love the feeling. That still can come from your mind as well. You see, these days, who am I to you is not just about words. Words, so many words. It needs to be words and action through your words. Actioning your words, actioning your thoughts into the words, into action. There has to be 3 movements: thought, word, action. So many people around the world do thought, word, no action. Or even worse, they hear something somewhere else and they copy that, and then they say it's theirs. Now that has a wrong energy as well. It's better for you, for you to actually go to that person that created that content and say, you know what, I really liked what you said there. I really like that phrase, or I really like that picture that you posted. Do you mind if I post that? And they'll say, yeah, sure, no problem. But when you take something and you copy and paste it and claim it that it is yours, that has a karmic effect. And that's what's happening a lot on social media platforms. A lot of people are copying and pasting things and claiming it their own. And then they're trying to derive business from that. Yeah, it may have worked before, but it won't work anymore. Because the masks are coming off, it means that it has to be in truth. So who am I to you has to be in its truth or not. And if it's not in its full truth, then you're going to get the games, the mind games, all this limitation, suffering. You're going to all this low vibration, you're going to get it full force hitting back at you. Whereas each day, if you start to practice, even for 2 minutes, and say, okay, for the next 2 minutes, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be who I am. And you start to build this. You start to gain more confidence, build more momentum. You start to be comfortable having a sitting with yourself. You'll find that you will no longer have the need to consult with people to make your decisions. Unless, of course, now we have what we call our soul tribe. The soul tribe are friends that are almost from a soul level and have the understanding and the energetic level in their field to help. They resonate with your energetic field, and it's almost they have the solutions because you work as a collective, as a soul tribe. Now, your soul tribe could be anywhere around the world. And right now, soul tribes are all joining together in their own tribe. Then you've got your soulmates. Then you've got your higher soulmates. And especially with your soulmates and higher soulmates, you'll be getting a big handout, a big help from the universe, because it is written that you have to join forces at that particular divine alignment, that time, to be with that person or that group. And nothing will, the only thing that will stop you is if you do not go within. and have counsel within yourself. If you keep constantly looking for the solutions outside of yourself, it will be so difficult for you to find your soul tribe. And right now, because of all this purification and all the masks have been removed, why? Because we need to now live our true self, our true creative self, our inner beingness connected to our soul family, connected to our soulmate and higher soulmate. So with regards to having signs, it will be from the universe. So for example, let me give you an example. For me, when it was time for me to go to work, or I found myself going for a walk on my way to work, and suddenly I kind of got myself distracted, which normally I do. It's either a tree or a flower or some kind of animal. I'm kind of like that kind of life. Suddenly, I'll see a car that's a color red. And on the registration plate will be LAB. And I kept seeing this, and I thought, what's going on? Lab, 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 labor, work, lab, laboratory. So it's almost the angels were saying, it was going lab. Two cars went past and said lab. I thought, oh, okay. Then suddenly, one day, they really had to make me pay attention. So they said lab 70. Now 70 is 1970. My date, my year of birth. So it's amazing how you get these synchronicities. Now, if you are meant to meet a certain person, you will keep getting the signs. It might be you get their initials. So you get the registration plate and you'll get their initials within, and you will know that message is for you. And if you question it and say, oh, I don't think this message is for me, suddenly your year of birth will appear. And that will mean that message is for you. That person that you're thinking about right now, or not even thinking about, it's not even in your registered in your mind or anywhere. Suddenly, signs and synchronicities will come up. Sometimes they give numbers. If something is where you're about to have a change and you're just carrying on with your life, just la, 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 you know, suddenly you might see 555, which is a change is going to happen. 777, spiritual, but being spiritual in a 3D. Lifting up from that will be 888 and 9 and 369. It's amazing when you start to look at certain numbers. And when you look at numbers and registration plates, for example, because the angels speak to us and our ascended masters speak to us in different ways to communicate. Because if we are meant to wake up, if we are meant to go that path, then the universe speaks to us, whether it be through registration plate, numbers, certain colors, the song that you keep hearing constantly. Within that song, there is a message, and your heart will help you to acknowledge the message that's coming through. Now, if you're constantly on the outside, you're paying attention on the outside, you're paying attention to the material world, you're paying attention to the world outside there, you'll be distracted. So you won't see these signs and synchronicities. But when it's time, when it's almost like, hey, come on, like the angels are saying, you know what, you've been on this for quite a while, and, you know, hey, time to wake up now. Suddenly, something is you're halted. You halt, and something's brought to your attention, and it wakes you up. Instantly wakes you up. Sometimes you get the signs and synchronicities, and you don't have the reason for it, but you keep seeing this, because what they're doing is preparing you. Your higher consciousness is talking to you through the universe, connecting, and it's almost been like a telephone line, and your consciousness is not registering. But when it's time to, when it's that divine timing, you will wake up. So who am I to you? Who am I to you depends who you are. Ooh, my gosh. Who you are, who you think, who you feel, to yourself. So who am I to you? You will always be that somebody for somebody. But if you start to discover who you are, then who am I to you becomes everything who I am. Wow, isn't that amazing? Who am I to you becomes everything I am. Isn't it beautiful? It is beautiful. All right, then. Well, I'm going to wrap up now. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and you can find me on madelenechan.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Dr. Madalene Chan. And you can also find the book that both myself and Dr. Jacqueline have co-authored, which is called The Creative Heart's Awakening. And this book, it's about people who have project passions and have been taken on a journey where basically, who am I to you? They start to connect to who they are, and they start to become, who am I to you? They start to become a creative heart awakening in their passion project. So the Creative Heart's Awakening is about how they awaken and how they're very grateful to people that have been role models, what they want to share about their life, and how they want to contribute towards humanity through their passion project of their heart, creative heart being awakening. So that's what we're doing, and it's on Amazon, as you can see on the link. And the paperback book actually is going to be launched on November the 18th. So right now it's an ebook on Kindle. So for all you Kindle readers, please buy it, put it in your Kindle, absorb it. And the paperback book is going to be available on November the 18th. We also have the Creative Heart Show that works, that complements and works in unison with the Creative Heart's Awakening. We give you the opportunity to be who you are, to be a star, to have the experience of a celebrity, of being a celebrity creative heart. Isn't that wonderful? So I would say, please go on there, and if you want, buy the book and read about all these 12 interesting, beautiful creative hearts that are awakening, and they share their story. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I am a creative heart awakened purely because everything that I do on a creative collaboration, project solo, I always do from my heart. I always do it from the I am, for I am a creative heart awakened, and I can help you to awaken your creative heart genius to become everything who you are. So who am I to you will be I am. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you to E360 TV, and thank you to USA Global TV and Radio. I will see you next week. Bye.
USA Global TV and Radio, in partnership with Dr. Jacqueline LLC, present Amazon #1 best-selling author, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck is a certified life, career, and executive coach who teaches people how to listen at an elevated level through her courses and her books. Dr. Kerbeck teaches her clients how to open their hearts and express themselves through their creative genius. In her children's book series, The Amazing Adventures of Lady Ella, the listening mentor, Dr. Kerbeck teaches children and their families how to listen at an elevated level. Dr. Kerbeck has worked with clients across the world to guide them in how to express themselves and communicate at a highly effective level. Join our team of elevated listeners so you can listen without judgment, without providing a solution, without interruption, and without stealing the stage. To order your books today, go to drjacqueline.com or Amazon.
I just can't take it anymore. I am so tired. I am so frustrated and burnt out. Why won't anyone listen to what I have to say? Yet I look on social media and everybody's smiling and having a great time. Meanwhile, I feel totally alone with my world rushing by. Guess what? Great news. You have a choice. You can change the dynamic by learning how to listen at an elevated level yourself through the power of listening educational courses. Can you imagine from where you are today to having a life overflowing with abundance? It's possible. Learn how to listen at an elevated level. You'll have deeper connections, better relationships, and more authentic conversations. Start today. Go to usaglobaltv.com, education, and learn how to listen. We have courses and children's books. Let's work together to learn how to listen.
Hello everyone, I'm Simon MacDonald. I live in the West Highlands of Scotland, a very beautiful part of the world. Seems a long way from the USA Global TV station. But remember, USA Global TV is worldwide. It's a fantastic platform. And every Wednesday, I come along here as part of the show of the United Kingdom News and Culture. And it's just like a family reunion each time. It's one of these amazing stations that has such a beautiful, friendly, and intelligent atmosphere as well. And we reach out to an audience in the most unimaginable places. And I came here, I don't know, must be over a year ago now. I was introduced by Dr. Philip Chan, and I met Ian Plum-Turner and Helena Chard, who are co-presenters on the show. And then Diane Floyd-Bem came along as well. And I mean, the five of us, Dr. Jacqueline, of course, who is our host and our mentor, has just made this show work so well. Tremendous people, lovely time we have, and we impart a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. Nothing's rehearsed. It's all done off the cuff, and it all just gels. And we get great feedback from people coming back and saying how they're enjoying the show. It's lovely to hear. It's lovely to get that interaction from outside as well. And we're all listeners, and some of us are elevated listeners as well. So we enjoy every second of it, and we hope you do too.
Meet Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, President, Founder, and Chief Listening Officer of USA Global TV and Radio. She is a certified life, career, and executive coach. Dr. Jacqueline is the Amazon #1 best-selling author of Behind the Green Screen and Adversity to Awesome. As the listening mentor, she teaches children and their families how to listen at an elevated level through the book series titled The Amazing Adventures of Lady Ella, the Listening Mentor. The Creative Hearts Awakening book series features heart-centric creatives who share their awakening journey. Through the Power of Listening educational course platform, people can get certified as elevated listeners on USA Global TV and radio. Learn how to center yourself and align with nature through the power of nature, plants, and shrines. The Journey of Chakra Psychology course will educate you on the chakras and their meaning. The Intuition of the Heart course will help you understand how to trust your intuition. Learn how to face the shadows of self and understand the impact of following trends and materialism. Set boundaries and ask for permission to help establish better relationships, deeper connections, and more authentic conversations. Take your communication expertise to a higher level with the course for curious humans. After all, we are not robots. Looking to start your own podcast platform? Get everything you need in the Podcaster Pro package with Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. How can music, breath, and your voice set you free? Find out with the Power of Listening courses. Dr. Jacqueline is a certified meditation teacher, yoga instructor, and Juice Plus distributor. She will help you create a plan for your healthy lifestyle. As an expert in the art of interviewing with over 3,000 hosted and/or produced live broadcasts, Dr. Kerbeck helps her clients stand out as global broadcasters. Dr. Kerbeck's books are available on Amazon. Start your listening journey by reading. Tune into the Listening Mentor TV show, Fridays on USA Global TV, and learn how listening can be your superpower. Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, MBA, DBA, Certified Holistic Life, Career, and Executive Coach, Certified Yoga Sculpt Teacher, Certified Meditation Teacher, The Listening Mentor, Singer-Songwriter, Founder, President, Chief Listening Officer of USA Global TV and Radio. drjacqueline.com. Thank you to all our elevated listeners, team members, animal characters, and co-authors. Contact us at 215-852-9406. Jacqueline at drjacqueline.com.
This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes. Building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had a trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I find I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school, this class is the best, this is the best school ever.
You should take it. It will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, BSc.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today. This program has been brought to you in part by Zane Carson Carruth, etiquette and protocol expert, international award-winning author, television show host, and philanthropist. Thank you to Zane, our official diamond sponsor for USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. Zane is the author of the world's first tooth fairy ever, as well as many other children's books. She's also the television host of Elegance, Polished Demeanor, and Posh Living, seen on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hi, my name is Zane Carson Carruth, and I'm the author of this book, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever.
Reading is magic. Studies have shown that reading to your children lays the foundation for greater success in life. Reading helps develop language and vocabulary skills. It helps improve memory, and it encourages curiosity and inspires creativity. The benefits are immeasurable, and as a parent, you'll benefit too. In only 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll be creating more memories and a bonding experience that will last for years to come. So take time to read to your children. Read them books about things that engage and interest them. Tales of fairies and magic fascinate children, and as everyone knows, the Tooth Fairy is at the top of the list. If your child loves magic, wands, adventure, and what child doesn't, you'll love reading them books from the trademarked series, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever. Follow along as Abella, the world's first tooth fairy, accidentally starts the tooth fairy tradition. Learn the tricks of being a professional tooth fairy in the book, Abella Starts a Tooth Fairy School. Your child's imagination will soar as you read the adventures of Abella and her magic wand. These wonderful books are available at worldsfirsttoothfairy.com and at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.
To learn more about Zane, contact her through her website, zanecarruth.com, ZANECARRUTH.com. Order Zane's books and merchandise. Contact her about being a keynote speaker at your next event.